guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about common skincare myths. Let's get started. Tanning is good. Is tanning good or bad for you? So all in all, when it comes down to it, tanning is not good for you at all. Let's say if you had at least three sunburns in your life, you're 10 times more likely to get skin cancer than the next person. So yeah, a tan is not good. Just spray tan if you really feel like you need it. Okay, this one is the higher the SPF, the better. No. Anything past a 50 SPF is not going to do anything more than a 50. So to put it into layman's terms, an SPF of 30 is going to protect your skin from 97% of burning rays, and SPF 50 will protect you from 98%. I think it's like anywhere around that 98%. So anything past 50 is just a marketing scheme. It's not going to do anything different than your 30. Eating chocolate and oily foods will make you break out. Yes and no for this one. If you're doing it excessively, or I'd say really if you have acne, you definitely want to stay away from those foods, because everyone knows your diet plays a big role in what your skin portrays, or at least most people do. So eating chocolates, even some females break out when they eat chocolate. The sugar, oil, fats, you have to keep those things into mind when you're eating in your diet. So I would just advocate for a healthy, balanced diet and eating sweets in moderation, but I have issues with that. Natural is good for you. No, that's not true. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Everything natural is not good. I guess it's just, since everybody puts organic, if you put an organic on something or whatever the case may be, blooped out. Everything is to be used in moderation and not excessively. So while there are such great natural things in this world that Mother Nature blesses us with, there are also things that are natural that aren't good for us. So, okay. This one is, you age quicker if you wear makeup every day. No, that's not technically true, but if you wear makeup every day and you don't thoroughly cleanse, you'll probably age quicker. And especially if you're not being mindful of how your makeup is formulated or what chemicals are in your makeup, and especially if you're not washing that off, then you will probably have a good chance of aging quicker, unless you have great genes. But it's not guaranteed, but the likeliness of it happening is very high. The temperature of your water should not be scalding, but it shouldn't be cold. Warm, tepid, lukewarm, nice little median. I'm more of like a warm, but it should not be scalding, because actually super hot scalding water is it's just not good for your skin, and it can actually cause the skin to age quicker. So no scalding hot showers, and definitely don't wash your face with scalding hot water, but also don't wash your face with cold water, because you won't really be cleansing that well. Only cleansing once a day. So if you have super dry skin, I am just gonna start here. I just feel like everyone should cleanse twice a day. That's just my personal advice, my professional advice, my preference. But if you have super dry skin, or if you're at very high altitudes and you're just dying for moisture and your skin is not really ever holding moisture in, then that's whenever I would definitely probably not cleanse in the morning and do a serum. But like I said, you have to keep into consideration what you're doing throughout the day. Definitely just don't go to sleep with a dirty face. So as long as you cleansed and everything, you should be good. But those are kind of because I don't want to tell somebody to not cleanse, and then they're like, well, she told me to not cleanse and I'm breaking out. It really has to be specific conditions to make it make sense. Rubbing alcohol or witch hazel as a toner. Number one, a toner is not an extreme necessity in a regimen. Rubbing alcohol and witch hazel are not toners. Witch hazel is more like an astringent, but I also don't really recommend witch hazel directly onto your skin. Diluted into a product, sure, you know, it's not as harsh because it's being diluted, but using it as a toner is just so stripping, and you just shouldn't be doing that. You're really throwing off your skin's, what we call your skin's natural barrier, which is composed of your microbiome, where your lipids lay and your bacteria and all that. So you're kind of throwing that out of whack. And then most people who do use witch hazel kind of do have that issue of recurring breakouts, and it's because it's kind of like your skin being malnourished, if you will. You're stripping your skin. Burning means that it's working. No. Yes and no, actually. This is a yes and no. So estheticians use chemical exfoliants and chemical peels to get results and produce collagen, create firmer skin, produce elastin, an array of issues chemical exfoliants can help with. So active ingredients, you're going to feel that spiciness, that heat, that tingle, but you should not always be burning with every single product. The goal when you are exfoliating or when you're doing any resurfacing, the goal is not to give you the discomfort. The goal is to turn over your cells and keep that process up, because that's all in all how we age. So it feels a little tingly and hot, sure, but I know I've even had some clients who will be like, I don't feel anything. That doesn't mean it's not working. I promise you, it doesn't mean it's not working. Not needing moisturizer or thinking you don't need moisturizer because you have oily skin is another myth. Everyone should be using moisturizer, and oil is not a moisturizer. It's just not. So I know some people will seal their skincare regimen with an oil, and that is just not, it's not locking in everything good enough, because you have to think oils are of much smaller molecular size than moisturizers. So moisturizers really do not sit on top of your skin, but they're not seeping as deeply as your serums and all of those other things, and your oils. Your oil should be seen as a serum, but it should be put on right before your moisturizer. So a lot of people will not wear moisturizer because they're like, I have oily skin, but your whole life you've never been wearing moisturizer. So your sebaceous glands are trying to self-lubricate your skin your whole life, and now your skin is excessively oily because your sebaceous glands don't know when to turn off, because you're not capping them with a moisturizer and telling them, hey, we got you, you don't have to work too hard. And then when your skin produces too much oil, that brings on other issues. You can start breaking out, you know, just having that going like this. You have to wear moisturizer, definitely. So I had a poll up on Instagram. My Instagram is Fresh Face Skin Bar on Instagram and Facebook. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. I put a poll up if anyone had any extra questions for this video that I put out, and I got a question about what is something that I do the old school way, like all the time. And I will have to say, this ties in with the next myth I'm about to speak on. I wash my face old-fashioned, if you will. So I don't use any of those gimmicks of a little brush here and there. I use my hands, and I use a washcloth to remove my cleanser and my mask or facial sponges, but 80% of the time I have used a washcloth. So Clarisonics, no. A lot of people, it's very popular, and it still is, and now I know they have the Foreo or the silicone ones, which those are actually good because you can actually properly disinfect the silicone, and that is the issue with the Clarisonic. Those bristles, think of your toothbrush. We throw away our toothbrush, or you should be throwing away your toothbrush regularly and getting a new one. So you just went that whole day, you had the whole day on your face. You're like, oh, let me do my Clarisonic. You got your cleanser. As soon as your cleanser touches that Clarisonic brush, it's contaminated. The brush is contaminated. You have your brushing, it's swirling, it's picking up all the dirt and grime. Some people, I'm sure, rinse theirs out. If you're not literally sitting there with a UV light and scrubbing it down to the bottom of the bristle to make sure that all the gook and residue and all of your dirt and grime is gone. Even sometimes the things that you cannot see, bacteria, virus, like sporocidals, anything you just don't want to be reapplying old dirt back on your face, or allowing things to fester, like how it kind of stays damp, and then applying that back on your face, especially after you've just exfoliated. Oh my gosh, it's like just opening the door for bacteria. So Clarisonics, I don't like them. If you want to try something with a deeper vibratish cleanse, I would try a Foreo.